Hello, in this video, I'm going to demonstrate if you're presented with a Red Hat Enterprise version 8, let's say 8.9, and they are asking it's a multi-user mode, and your job is to make it graphical. How do you do that? So let's say you're giving root access and you just log in as root and you provide your password for root. This is the previous admin and did the work, and then systemctl get dash default shows that it's a multi-user state. And the run level also shows that it's run level 3. As you can see, foo minus r does the same thing. So it shows that run level 3. So your job is to just make it graphical. To do that one, you have to do DNF group list first to see what is available for you. A list of groups installed that we could do the packages. One of the packages that you could get information for it is, first of all, DNF has to be registered. I believe I registered it at the time of installation, or the previous admin who did it, it's done. So as you can see, server with GUI is the first line. I can also run this command and do a egrep -i, ignore the case, and then server with GUI, and then also workstation is another option. So whether you do that GNOME with workstation or with GUI, when you start with double quote, you have to close it with double quote. If you start with single quote, you have to close it with single quote. So you can see that the server with GUI is an option here. I'm going to clear my screen here, run that command again, and you can see clearly that the option available for me is, I'm going to clear my screen here and then say DNF group install, and then a server with a GUI. And then server is lowercase. And I should have type in the prompt, yes, but it is prompting me. If you don't do a -y, it's going to prompt you every time it asks you for the information. So it's a number of packages, 764 packages, but it is moving fast, so I could just let it run. And you could see all the RPM. Those stand for the extension RPM, stand for Red Hat Package Managers. All of these ones come as packages and gets installed on your system. And we just watch it for a few seconds more. It is not that delay is less than a minute. It's really fast. It's at 600. It should be done soon. So the packages are done. Is this okay? I say, yeah, that is okay. And then is this also okay? It's asking you for those questions to confirm. If I had provided -y, it would have done the same thing. Here it says now keys are imported successfully, and eventually you will see the word complete. Once we see the complete, then the installation is done. Running transaction now test is doing some testing, so you have to let that one also finish. Transaction test succeeded. Running transaction again. So it is doing more installation now. This is gonna take a little bit long because there are 764 packages and it's only 111 done yet. Yet it's fast, so I take my words back for it and just let it run. I wanted to pause the video, except there are some packages that could take a few minutes, and that is something we have to deal with. So I'm going to pause the video and let this finish so I don't waste your precious time. So I was right, it took a little bit time, and then now it's completed. As you can see, it says complete here. So at this time, I have the system ready to just reboot. But before we reboot, let's look at the system default values. So I'm going to say systemctl get dash default, and that says that multi-user dot target. We need to change it to graphical. So I'm going to say systemctl set dash default, and then put the word graphical here. And then now the graphical is done. As you notice that user left systemd system.graphical.target is symbolic linked for the etc systemd system default.target. That is telling me that now the get default is set to graphical mode. And then if I just say run level, still it's going to be multi-user because we haven't changed the system yet. We haven't rebooted. So I'm going to do a systemctl daemon-reload first. Reload. So all the daemons that changed, it's going to get reloaded. At the same time, I'm going to say a reboot. Systemctl-reboot now should bring it back to graphical interface. And once it boots, which is in 1 second, it's going to boot when graphical mode. Let's see if that is the case. And as you can see, it's already showing the Red Hat logo, and that means that it's coming in a graphical user interface. And it should give me my default login as the user, which is wahid. So I'm going to log for that one, and then I just check my permission as I log in on the system, and I can see the graphical interface. Normally, you don't want to log in the graphical interface as root or run Firefox or some other process as root. Whatever you want to do is you want to just do as a regular user, and if you have the root access, you can log in as root or sudo with root. You don't log in directly as root. So I'm going to just choose the English here, and then the next one is also English, already checked. So I press enter, and then privacy is on, and then skip this one, and then we're ready to go. So that's good. And then here, this interface also, we can close it or just minimize it or whatever. On this tutorial, I don't want to go to the tutorial right now. So I'm going to just click on the X and close this one. And it looks like it's not responding to the X, but it doesn't matter. That one, I don't need it. I could just get into the graphical command line, and then let's just put this one on the side here, or there's minimize or something here. Maybe we can see that is annoying that the screen is staying here. I cannot click on the X. And so let me see if I could do alternative 4. Yeah, alternative 4 still is the shortcut for it. It closed it. So here I have this window. I could do a Control-Shift+ and make it bigger. And then you can type in any command you type in here, you get the output here. So clear the screen, uname-a. It shows that we're running Linux Enterprise Red Hat. And the way you see that one also from Red Hat-release, you can get that information, 8.9. If I go, same thing, clear my screen. Here, say cat -n etc os-release. You can see that it's Red Hat Fedora distribution, 8.9 Enterprise Linux and everything. So with this, I can also do a Control- to shrink it back so I can see everything on the window while I'm typing here, and then Control-Shift+ to make it bigger. Depend on how you want these windows. But here under the activity, you can see, for example, under the terminal, we open the terminal. You can also do show application. You see all the application here. So we're in a nice graphical interface. If you want to use the file manager, you open the file manager or Firefox. I clicked on it. It is opening Firefox, and then at the same time, these other tools are there. So on the Firefox, if you just want to if you're on the network, obviously, which I am in this case, you can go to redhat.com and all other website. At this time, let's just click on the X here with the accepting, and then going to google.com, for example. And then you can see that it goes to nice google.com. And if I just go to https youtube.com/@MyWebUniversity. That's our YouTube channel, and it's going to take you to the YouTube channel, and then you're welcome to join our channel and then watch these nice videos, and then subscribe and just make comments so we can help you out more. So if I just want to, like here, if I just say pkill Firefox, that will just kill the Firefox. So from command line, you can do everything you want to do here, and then also in the file manager here, if we click on it, file manager, it's like here the file explorer, similar to that one. You can just go to the file manager and then open, create files and everything. You can also do it from command lines. So like right here, if I just go again on the file manager, say let's just shut down the system and we're done with it, because I don't want to get this video so long, and I could make other videos to help you out further. So one other thing that before I do that one, let me just say ID-UN. If I say get int password and then $ID-UN for username Wahid. So I'm logged on here, and then if I say groups, it only shows Wahid. So for me to have the sudo privilege, I have to be either root to give Wahid the root sudo access, or log out of Wahid, log in as root, and then do it. So at this time, if I just say sudo su dash, and then I put the password, it's going to say this incident will be reported because I'm not part of the root access. So what I do on this one, I say switch user as root first, and then since I know the root password, I type in the root password. So now I'm on root, and then my group is also root, group name. So now I just gave Wahid, which is grep-i Wahid on etc group. I'm not part of the wheel group. In order for the Red Hat and to have somebody have access to the sudoers privilege, you have to add them on the group wheel. So group grep-i wheel currently on the etc group only has itself, and the group ID is 10. So in order for me to do that one, for Red Hat, you have to add them on wheel. For Ubuntu, you have to add them on sudoers group. So here you just use user mode for changing it mode, -A for add, minus group uppercase G and group wheel. And the user we want to add is Wahid. So now if I just do the same grep command on Wahid on the etc group, you can see Wahid is also part of the wheel group. So now if I say switch user to Wahid, I am there, and then if I say groups, you can see my group is wheel. And then since my group is now wheel, and then I Wahid, and then I could do sudo su dash, and then this time it will not say this incident will be reported, and it just changed it. So if I log out of here, log out of this, now I'm logging out of root, I was already logged on as Wahid. So ID-UN is wahid, and I could do sudo su dash, and it's gonna say that sudo su dash. Let's see why. So I'm going to just open another terminal because that was look like it was cached there. So let's see, Control Shift plus, and then ID, and I say sudo su dash, and now it's prompting me for it. I just have it done, and now um, prompting me for the password again, and this one it did not take it. Why it did not take it? Let me see. Sudo su dash. It is look like it did not take it. So I'm gonna just say switch user as root first, and then type in the password. And I say grep -i wahid etc group. It is part of that one. So it should have been done there. There's another way. If this doesn't take it, it should have taken it. But I could do a vi sudo and then add it to the wheel group by just adding it here. So under the root here, the old days you could just change this one to wahid, and that would force it because vi sudo has it now. I could say exit out of here and then say I'm here, clear screen ID, and then sudo su dash, and provide the password. And because now I'm on the vi sudo, it is allowing me. So it should have done with the wheel group also. Not sure why it didn't take it. Always I have done it. It took it, but grep -i wahid etc group, it is there. And if I say switch exit out of here and do groups, you can see, oh, somehow it's not showing, even though it is here, and then this is not showing part of the wheel group for some reason. Let me just modify that one again, see if there's a typo somewhere. Sudo su dash sudo switch user dash root, and then become root here. Then etc group, and then search for wheel, and then I'm gonna just set list here, so there's no invisible character here. The wahid is already correct. So here wahid, and then I'm just going to save it and switch user wahid groups, and now it shows that is there. Maybe there was a typo, I don't know. And that word wahid here was the same as the one that I typed. But let's see if I exit out of this and exit out of this, exit out of this, just open a new terminal, and then just say shift control plus, and then I say ID-UN, and then groups. It is gone again. Wheel is not showing. So there's something with this version that is causing that problem. Let me just add it again. Sudo. So if that one doesn't work, I'm gonna say switch user root first, and then provide my password. Then vim etc group. Let's just remove this wahid here first to make sure that this is the group as it was. And then at this time, I'm going to, I could have just removed it by a user mode there, but you can manually modify it too. Vim etc group is there. So vi sudo that privilege I'm going to remove also. Here, the one we created manually. I don't want to do it that way. So now it is the same as before. And then the wheel switch user dash wahid, it does not have that privilege group of, I'm sorry, groups of wheel. So I'm going to exit out and become root here. Say user mode -a -g wheel, and then the user wahid. And then now grep -i wahid, if you see group file, it added there. What is 0, comma? Oh, root is by itself is there. So the next user is wahid. I think there was a typo last time. Now it is there. So switch user now I'm going to say to wahid, and then ID-UN and groups, and then that's a part of the wheel. So if I say switch user sudo dash, is going to prompt me, and that gave me the privilege that I wanted. So last time I believe there was 10 and then wahid. So this is saying that the root is has that access and wahid has access to the wheel. That is why. And then those two group, because if you say grep -i root etc password, you can see group ID of root is also 00. ID-UN is the user ID, and if you do -u, it shows 0, and then -g also 0, and -group name also a root. So you can see that one. Okay, I'm going to shut down the system since we took care of this one, and then I say shut down -h now, and then we could have sync it, or we could have log out from the system. Now it is power off. We're done with this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I downloaded the RPM from right here from Red Hat. So you have to have the account, either a corporate account or a development account. I use my development account. I have both. I downloaded the Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8.9. And which is right here. You can just go here and then say which one to download. You basically, once you click on this one, you will be prompted with the version that are available, 9.3 and 8.9. I did the 8.9, and I built that system on with a server installation. So you're welcome to just do this kind of GUI installation when the server is text-based, and this video was to demonstrate that for you. I hope you liked it and make some nice comment. Have a great one. God bless you all. Take care. Bye-bye.